Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Mayer, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwest Victoria, Australia. It is Saturday, the 19th of July. We are, well, you could say virtually halfway through July. That time's gone. Don't they always go so quickly? How has everyone been? Well, it's been a busy week here for me this week, feeding baby lambs. Yes, I have been feeding my two little twins out there, my little twinnies. Oh, jingos, that's a bit close, isn't it? Looking a bit close there. Just let me see what I can do for that. We don't want it up that. We don't want it that close, do we? That's a little better. A little better. I'll have to have a fiddle afterwards. I don't know what made that come so close. Who knows? Anyway, oh, my hands look massive. Anyway, here we go. This might be where I'm going into. Just let me see if I can find it to zoom me out a little bit for you. Let's see how that looks. How's that going? Whoops, just stop there. I knocked it while I was zooming out, which wasn't too good. That looks a bit better. Now we're good. Okay, so at this stage, I am in the middle of our virtual scrapbooking retreat on the last day today. So it's been a busy couple of days, but it's been so much great fun. I would love to share the pages with you, but I just don't have any photos connected with it as yet. So once I get all them connected, I will show the photos. So I'm not going to jibber jabber too long. Our July online class, stamp class, is the Inspiring Imperfections stamp set. A beautiful stamp set. It is from the annual catalogue, and we will create 8 cards, 2 of each design. So there's 4 different designs. And now for the basic kit, $55, you will get the stamp set, the card kit to create your 8 cards, and a link, and only you will get that link to the video tutorial. And it's only people who register get the link to the video tutorial. So that's another bonus of being, part of a little stamp class, which I do once a month. Now, I've got a bit of a surprise for August stamp class, so I'll be letting that out shortly, letting the info on that shortly. There we go. That's a bit better. Fix that bit there up a bit. Oh, goodness me. Camera troubles. All right. So today I didn't have much to chat about beforehand. I am using an online product, Sunrise Sailing. I am loving this little stamp set. It's a bundle. So you get the stamp set, the dies, and also a hybrid embossing folder, which we will be using today. So I've already done the hybrid because, as you know, I've got to use my big one, whereas I can use my little one for the die cutting out today. Well, I hope I can. I didn't check my papers, so I hope I can. So we are using a thick basic white cardstock. Let me get that out of the way. Thick basic white cardstock. We've got Misty Moonlight, 2 pieces, one for the inside, one for the out. A basic white for the inside. I've got some scrap basic white for stamping on. And here is our focal point on the front, our layer on the front of the cut. Let me bring that up a little bit, excuse me. How beautiful is that? Now that was through the embossing folder, and it's a hybrid one, so it's 3D one. And a hybrid one means that you can emboss and die cut out the sailboat. But I'm not doing that today. No, not today. Alrighty, so let us get going. So the first thing I am going to do is the stamping. So we'll bring our bit in here, bring our yacht, I was going to say a ship, but it's a yacht, in first. Our basic grey, my Memento black, which needs a bit of a re-ink in the middle there. Haven't been using the black for a while. I've been mainly using Early Espresso for when I'm doing outlines, or a grey colour. Okay, let's see how this stamps anyway. Now I'm not using a matte. I probably should use my Pierce matte, stamping matte, but I do find that with this coverage I've got here, I do get a good image. Well, that's not a good image, so let's turn that over and we will get our matte out, as I said, because I think my Memento needs a bit of a re-ink. And there go my sheepy at the back. There we go. That looks a bit better inked up. So all the sheep are now back into the back paddock, except for my 2 little lamby lambs. If this one doesn't work, I've got another Memento which I can use, and just get another scrap of basic white. I think this one will work. Beautiful. That'll do. She'll be right. Thank you very much. All right, so that's that one done. Put that ink over there. Now I'm bringing in my Misty Moonlight. And did I bring Balmy Blue over? Yes, I did, because I will use Balmy Blue shortly. My Misty Moonlight. Whoops, that didn't ink up. Oh, I've got a funny little something odd in the middle of my Misty Moonlight there. I might have to order myself in a new one. Sort of just in the wrong hole. So I'm doing the, don't ask me what this is called, but I'm doing the bottom part of the boat, of the yacht. No idea what it's called, and hope I got it in straight. The hull, is that what it's called? No idea. Who knows? Now, while I've got the Misty Moonlight out, I've got another piece here for our sentiment. I don't think I really need that anyway, so. For our sentiment. So I'll stamp that on there. Should have got a cleaner bit of paper. That's what I should have got. Now I'm just going to stamp this. I just want to cut out a tag for it from the Stylish Shapes. Did I just run. Look at that. I just ran something over that. Oh, for heaven's sakeys. That's, oh, I'm going to have to do that again. Who in heaven's names did that? Me. That's who. So there's our thing done, sentiment done. Just let me get another piece of basic white. If I can find my scrap cloth bag. Here it is. Whoops. A nice little piece here. Oh, that was a nuisance. What a nuisance that was. All right. I'll leave that misty moonlight. Bring our black back in. See? Even I have mistakes, do mistakes. Swiveling this around so that if it wasn't right through the middle, I wouldn't have worried. If it had been above it, I would have said forget it. That's okay, because I'm die cutting it out. How dare that happen? That is so wrong. Goodness knows what it is. There we go. I'll scrape that there a bit. I'm going to leave it. It's fine. All right. Now we'll bring our misty moonlight back in again. And I am going to do this one again. Make sure there's nothing above that. I don't know how I did that. Truly don't. And we'll put it in a hole. I know how I did it. I can see a bit of blue there, just on the top. I could just see it as I put it down. So I must have let that down as I did it. Must have rolled it. So I'm going to be very careful because I can still see a little bit there that I didn't wipe off. Beautiful. That's better. That's a bit of a silly thing to do. Why in heaven's names did I do that? Who knows? Now I'm bringing in the real red because we have sails. And ink up our blue, real red, not our blue red. That'd be a funny colour, blue red. And I am just lining that up in there. Hope I got it in the right position there. Beautiful. Okay, so that is that done. Now I'm going to bring in Balmy Blue, and I'm going to bring the inside of my card in, and I'm going to bring in this big wave stamp and just do a bit of an edging, a bit of a wave along the bottom of our insert. As I said, this is in Balmy Blue. Hope I lined that up right. Just put a little bit down the bottom. Beautiful. Now while I've got my Balmy Blue out, I'm going to bring in my embossed and my sponge blending brush. I knew what word I was looking for. And I'm just going to put a bit of blue just on the bottom here. Not a lot, just lightly. And just up a little bit around the boat. There we go. That's it. Just light. It's that light you can hardly see it. Right, so that is all that done. So I'll pop him aside. We need this one and we need this one for die cutting. Get him out of the way. Bring my little machine up onto the table. And my little lambs, my babies, my little twins, are doing great. They are growing very fast, nearly 2 weeks old. So they're a little way off from going into the paddock with all the others, but that's okay. Where's my dies for the sailing ship? Here they are. That's all right. They get their little run around of a daytime, so they're happy. Have their little run around. It's lovely to watch them jump and carry on. To put this down here so I can see where I am. Can't do it side on. That's for sure. And we had another one born day or two after, so she's nearly a week old. Another little girl. Come on, move over just a tinge, please. That's better. So they are all in the back paddock, all the other ones, except for me little ones here, because I'm still feeding them. They still get a bottle up to 3 times a day, so I feel like I'm back feeding my children. Another babies. But it's all right. It's okay. Won't be for long. Only for another probably 2 weeks, I think. Won't be long. When they're able to feed. Oh, I did a bit of a crack there. When they're able to, fully get into eating the grass, which they do eat a bit of grass now, so that's a bonus for them. So when they ride into it, then they'll be a little bit bigger. They're just, because they don't have a mum to look after them, they're just that bit tiny to head out into the back paddock by themselves. I mean, they've got all the others there, but I know one of the other sheep will look after them. I've got a bit of tape on there that I can't get off. It doesn't want to come off. This one's going in the bin. Right, so there's our sailboat or a yacht. That one's done. Put those dies over there so I know where they are. Next we've got our sentiment. I'm using the Stylish Shape dies here. One of the banner dies. Come on. Oh, he's not going to work either today. Stay there. I've had a few people say, I want to come and feed your lambs. Yes, so think I've got a list of people who say, "Want to come feed your lambs? Want to come feed your lambs?" Well, yep, you are most welcome to come and feed the lambs. If my daughter is not doing much this weekend, she's on the roster to do the lambs the weekend. Her and her boyfriend will be watching and feeding lambs this weekend. Well, I'll do the morning and the night feed because I know they won't be here at those time of the day, but they can do the mid-afternoon one. And that way then I can get on and do a bit more stamping and making cards for you all. Alrighty. So there's all that done. Right. Now let us put this all together. So here's the front of our card. Here is our insert. We will attach that to our basic white. I'm wondering where my top is. There it is. To our Misty Moonlight, I mean, not to our basic white. We will be attaching it to a basic white. We'll be attaching it to the inside of the basic white. Hope everyone has had a wonderful week. Been wet and cold here again. I've got the sun out here at the moment, so that is nice also. So there's our inside done. Now I'm going to attach our embossed front to my Misty Moonlight. Get it into all those little grooves and nooks and crannies on the back there to ensure that it holds down. I have one sheep going off at the back there, and I know who it is. It's mother of our last baby. I can tell by her bar. She is looking for her baby. Now, I am going to pop this over our little image here of our boat. So I'm going to pop him there like that, but I'm going to pop him up onto dimensionals. Now we'll get a couple of these biggies, pop him there, and get some littlies. There, take the pick tool wherever you disappeared to. Whoops. Pop them into there. Get rid of them. Now let us line him up. So what I'm doing is I'm lining the top up first, and then gently looking as I pop it up down. And there we have like a 3D effect on our boat. Now our sentiment is going to just tuck in here underneath there, but I'm also going to pop him up onto dimensionals. Probably don't need the 3, probably really only needed the 2, but well, it's got 3 now. Doesn't matter how many dimensionals you put on, it still looks good. I'll just pop him there. There we go. Now we can pop this onto the front of our card. I was nearly going to forget to pop him on there. This stamp set is great for mail cards. Before I do that, I'm just going to burnish that down a bit more. There we go. Great stamp set for mail cards. And any emails you like to go out boating and yachting and whatever it's called. So there is our card done. Now the embellishments that I am using today are the iridescent foil gems. I am so far over to one side today. So I'm going to pop a biggie down here. I might do another big one up the top up here. I'm just popping them in between the clouds and just a little E2. So I've just popped them in and around the clouds on that one and one down at the boat. So there is today's card. Yeah, focus there. Come on, back in. There we go. So I hope you have enjoyed today's card using the Sunrise Sailing stamp set, and that is an online exclusive. Now you can get that through my store, which there is a link below. Now also I have in the link below a request for a catalogue. Now, if you are after we have the September to December catalogues coming out very shortly. If you would like one of those catalogues, please fill in the request a catalogue. If you have shopped with me in the last 6 months, so if you have shopped with me from January through to July, you will not need to fill out that request. I will already have one with your name already on it. So I will be ordering them shortly. They won't be far away from ordering. But if you have never ordered from me, if you don't have a demonstrator and you're the first time watching me as a demonstrator, I'd be happy to have you as a customer and happy to supply you with your products. Also, catalogues. So you can still get the annual catalogue, which I showed you earlier. The annual catalogue is still available. That is available through to the end of April 2026. And as I said, the September to December catalogue is coming out shortly. So if you would like one, please pop your name on that request form and I'll send one out to you as soon as I have them in my hot little hands. So there is today's card, the Sunrise Sailing. Beautiful little card, or stamp set, I should say. It is a beautiful card. And yep, I think that's all I got to talk about today. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and I will see you all again next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.